Welcome back friends, welcome in another video tutorial. So from this video tutorial we will going to talk about a new concept of immunology, that is MHC. So I hope you have enjoyed my previous playlist on immunology that was about complement system. So here we will again going to follow the same sequence. First of all, we will going to talk about some basic concept of MHC that will help you to do well in your university exams as well as MSc entrance exams or CSIR net exam. Okay. Then we will going to solve some MCQ questions, and obviously here you will get a more amount of question as compared to your complement system, because MHC has a greater weightage as compared to complement system. Okay, so now let's start the very basic part of MHC. Okay, so where we will going to talk about what is MHC. So what do you mean by MHC complex? So major histocompatibility complex is nothing but cluster of genes, okay, that present in vertebrate species. Okay, so this, and as I have mentioned that MHC complex or major histocompatibility complex is nothing but cluster of genes, that is obvious that something will be from these genes, right? So this something is obviously some kind of protein, because we all know that from DNA via transcription we are getting RNA, and from transcription via translation we are getting protein, right? And the proteins that are coming from MHC gene will be known as MHC protein. Okay, now the MHC protein that we are getting will help us to recognize in intercellular recognition and in discrimination between self and non-self. Okay, that means MHC will going to play a important role to discriminate which one is antigen and which one is your normal protein. Okay, not only that, MHC will going to help our immune cells, our major immune, remember there are two important major immune players, one are T cells, another one is B cells. Okay, if MHC are not present, then it will be very difficult for T cell to recognize the antigen, because MHC will going to play a very vital role here. Okay, due to the presence of MHC we can recognize that which antigens are coming from outside and which antigens are from inside, because remember there are cancer cells there, okay, that are endogenous antigen, right? Similarly there are normal antigens such as, let's say, your cobra venoms there, that are exogenous, right? So which one will be exogenous, which one will be endogenous, are discriminated by MHC molecules. Okay, so T cell is nothing without MHC molecule, remember it. So you may understand how much important concept MHC is. So we will going to talk about all those things, how MHC play an important role in that discrimination in upcoming videos. So first of all, two important thing that we need to know from MHC concept, that is where MHC is present. In case of human, so in case of human, MHC genes are present in chromosome number 6. Okay, and in case of human, the MHC genes are referred to as human leukocyte antigen complex or HLA complex. Okay, and in case of mice, these MHC genes are present in chromosome number 17. Okay, and they are referred to as histocompatibility 2 complex. Okay, now so these two points are very important from MCQ purpose. Now after that, there are some important characteristics of MHC genes that we need to know. First of all, MHC genes are highly polymorphic. Okay, now what is the meaning of the term highly polymorphic? So remember, I think you may know about the thing that what is the difference between alleles and gene. So alleles are nothing but different form of one gene, right? We all know that in case of normal Mendelian concept, there will be two allele for one gene, right? One allele is dominant, another one is recessive, right? But in some cases where we used to know as a deviation of Mendelian principle, where we may see that for one gene there will be multiple alleles. Okay, that means there may be 3, there may be 4, right? So this type of phenomenon where for each gene there are multiple alleles present, this type of phenomenon are known as genetic polymorphism. Okay, and the greater the allele present for a particular gene, the higher it will be polymorphic. Okay, that means for MHC gene there will be multiple alleles present. Okay, that is why we are telling that MHC gene is highly polymorphic. Okay, but not all MHC genes are polymorphic, because when we will going to talk about MHC class 1 molecule, class 2 molecule, I will told you in those videos that there are various genes who are conserved, and it is very important to remember which MHC genes are conserved, which MHC genes are highly polymorphic. We will going to talk about, but for now remember that MHC genes are highly polymorphic. Okay, second point is MHC genes are codominantly expressed, meaning suppose this is a MHC gene who have two alleles, one allele. So what is the normal case? Normal case is dominant allele will be expressed, right? But in case of codominance, both the allele will be expressed, and the protein we will get is the combination of both the allele, right? So that is in case of your MHC gene, right? That means all the alleles that are present for each gene will be expressed and giving us the corresponding protein. Okay, so MHC genes are highly polymorphic. That means they are having multiple alleles for one gene and they are codominantly expressed. That means all the alleles will be expressed to give us protein. Okay, so this is two important characteristics of MHC gene, that they are polymorphic and they are codominantly expressed. Okay, another important thing, that MHC genes are very closely linked. Now the fact is, what is the meaning of linked gene? So for now, for easy understanding, remember that linked gene means best friends. Okay, that means when two genes are linked, no matter what will happen, they will inherited always together. Okay, that means they are like those kind of friends who are together from class 1 to 12. Then if they got same college, then they will be again together, and in future if they will going to do the same job in same company, then they will also together. That means no matter what will happen, they will always together. Okay, that is the concept of linked gene. That means whether the two gene will other genes that are present in the same position will be segregated or will be differentiated due to recombination, let's say due to cell division or anything, but they will be always together. Okay, that is the idea of linked gene. So for now, let's remember that linked gene are those who are always together. Okay, and they will inherit as a unit or they will inherit as a group. Okay, so MHC genes are linked genes, and that is why they inherited as a groups from parents. Okay, and these groups or units are known as haplotypes. Okay, so remember, an individual generally inherit one haplotype from father. That means one MHC gene group from father and one from mother. Okay, so we have learned three important things from MHC gene. One is MHC genes are polymorphic, that means they are having multiple alleles. Second one is they are codominantly expressed, that means both the alleles will be expressed and give us the MHC protein. And third one is they will inherit together if they are closely situated, because remember linked genes will always be closely situated. Okay, so that is the idea. And these three properties, one is codominance, second one is your polymorphism, and third one is your haplotypes. These three things together create a large diversity. Okay, and that is why each individuals within a species have different alleles for MHC gene, and that is why, remember it very carefully, that due to this extensive polymorphism of MHC gene, every individual has an unique array of inherited MHC gene. That means for me the composition of MHC gene is different, and for my brother the composition of MHC gene will always be different. Okay, and that is why for blood transfusion, after the matching of blood groups, we have to also match MHC molecules. Okay, because if they are differing drastically, then it will be very dangerous for us. Okay, so in this video we have learned that MHC genes are tightly linked cluster of genes, and as they are linked they will going to inherit together. Okay, and these groups are called haplotypes, right? So a individuals gets one haplotype from father and one haplotype from mother. Okay, and these MHC genes are highly polymorphic, that means those genes have more than one allele, right? And those MHC genes are codominantly expressed. Okay, that means all the alleles of that MHC gene will be expressed and give us the protein. Okay, that is the three important characteristics of MHC gene, and this MHC gene will going to give us MHC protein. Okay, and this MHC protein will help us in intercellular recognition and in discrimination between self and non-self. Okay, and MHC genes are present in case of human in chromosome number 6, and this is referred to as human leukocyte antigen, and in case of mice they are present in chromosome number 17, and it is referred to as histocompatibility 2 complex. So that is the basic video of major histocompatibility complex. Now major histocompatibility complex can be divided into three classes. One is class 1, another one is class 2, another one is class 3. First 2 is very important for us, and class 3 is not too much important. So we will going to talk about MHC class 1 molecule from next video. So till then friends, bye bye.